Hello everybody, this is Mystic Jen and I want to welcome my whole Mystic tribe. I love you all and I am putting on another video today. Well, there's going to be more than just this video, but anyhow, I was so excited. Through Facebook, I was able to meet this wonderful, wonderful woman. She has such a beautiful soul. And here on YouTube, she goes by Tudor Tarot. Anyhow, on Facebook, she had a few decks for sale. That's how I come across her. And at the time, I really wasn't completely looking for a new deck. I went into this one Facebook group and just started browsing, and I saw her post. She had 3 decks for sale in that post. Buy all 3 for one price, or individual decks for a different price each. The other 2 decks she had for sale I already had, because as you well know, I have a good many decks. I don't have as many as what some readers have, but this makes deck 126. So I think about 126 tarot and oracle decks. Yeah, that's a good bit. I'm a collector. What can I say? But I've seen this deck on Amazon. I think I may have seen a few videos of people using this deck on YouTube, but not very often. And you see, I am a Pisces Venus. Okay, my Venus is in Pisces. And I am kind of drawn to the watery side of things when it comes to spirituality. But Pisces, they're the symbol of the fish, right? And fish and mermaids go together. And I have a mermaid, Doreen Virtue's Mermaid and Dolphin Oracle deck. I use that quite often. And this is going to complement that deck nicely. But she had this deck for sale for a really good price. A lot less than what I could get it on Amazon for. So I went ahead and purchased it. And, I've been chatting back and forth with her. I will leave her name in the description box below if you want to check out her YouTube channel, if you want to search for her. I'll leave a link there. But anyhow, she sent me the deck. I just got it today. And I opened up the box and talk about a guidebook. This is much more than your typical little white book, And each card, has like at least 2 pages to it. I will read through this. I don't usually go by guidebooks as far as card meanings. I let my intuition take over like 100% when I read a card. Sometimes a card meaning does not jive with the book, which is okay because I feel that intuition trumps words in a guidebook. Okay? But it's interesting to see. The only reason why I read the guidebooks, because it's interesting to see the artist's take on the card. Why they designed it. And sometimes it brings out certain symbolisms. Like right away, I'm seeing this 5 of Cups here. And I don't have that card up here, but I have it on this page. The 5 of Cups is usually a grieving process. It's a loss of some sort that has feelings of regrets with it. And, she's being consoled. Either she's consoling the seal or the seal's consoling her. They might be consoling each other. And it's like there's a beacon over here. The lighthouse. That jumped right off the page at me. That, when the chips are down, when you're feeling that loneliness, when you're feeling that pain in your heart space, and you are mourning. There's always a beacon. There is always a light there to help guide you through that energy. Wow, I feel like I'm giving a reading already. I think somebody may need to hear that, because I turned right to the Five of Cups page. And no, I did not read a one word of this book. I just saw that picture, and the messages are just starting to come flying. You know, you have a safe haven. There is a lighthouse. There is a beacon of light. Not all hope is lost. This is just a process that somebody needs to go through, and until they're able to turn around and see the light of hope, the light of guidance. The light of hope, the light of guidance. Wow. That is just so profound. So, apparently, somebody watching this video needed to hear that. There's my card. The Justice card. Being balanced and fair. Not passing judgment. Okay, I'm putting the book away. I know I'm getting really deep. I'm supposed to be looking at the cards and stuff with you guys. And I'm looking in this guidebook, and I'm not even drawing cards. It's just, I'm flipping the pages, and I'm getting messages. This deck is already talking, and the spirit and energy in this deck is chatter, 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 chatter. It is, someone is talking my ear off. The energy of this deck is talking my ear off right now. And a very sturdy box, which I like. That's a nice touch with the fish there. Oh, no wonder the lighting sucks here, because I forgot to turn my overhead light on here. There we go. Much, much better. I like the touch of the fish. Really do. I don't keep, I kind of store these away like in totes and stuff, because I don't have the room. I have so many decks, I don't have the room to store all the boxes. And a lot of my decks came in boxes like this, which is insane. Okay, I just kind of want to read this tarot divination with the magic of mermaids and the essence of the sea. And I have this natural love of the ocean. It's like, I love the ocean. I had the opportunity to go to Ocean City, Maryland in September. The water was still warm. It was off season. I felt at home. I could live at the ocean. And I live in a little dinky town just south of Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. And it's like, and next summer going to Outer Banks. I can't wait. It's like I was meant to connect to the ocean, to the sea life. It's me. And that is my Venus. Venus is the heart space. And that is just me. That's where my love is. Okay. Anyhow, the merfolk are teachers and guides born in a watery world of mystical mythology and powerful energy. Oh yeah, I can attest to that. If I get messages just looking at the guidebook, not even touching the cards, oh yeah. This elegant illustrated Rider-Waite based deck invites you to receive lessons and blessings of the spiritual realm, offering the insights you need to move forward through the challenges and the barriers that we all must face. Whew. This is a powerful deck. I can see where I'm going to be using this deck already. It's like incredible. Now more than ever, the energy of the mermaid are calling the people of the land. Let their magic be your guide. I apologize for the coughing. And these are the lovely backs. Gorgeous. I have already thumbed through the cards before doing this video because I couldn't wait. I had to take a look at them. And The Eight of Cups says volumes. And this is the card that was on the bottom of the deck when I flipped it over. I forgot that I shuffled it, and this is it. This is abandoning those cups. Somebody's abandoning an unemotional or unemotionally fulfilling situation. And the Empress. Wow, take a look at that King of Swords. This is Gemini energy at its finest. You know, that's the first thing that came to mind. Sometimes I see Aquarius with this, but I'm seeing Gemini. Gemini is just, sometimes they could be really cold. You know, he's breathing that cold air. He is breathing his truth. Whew. You know. Four of Cups. Yeah, this is somebody drowning their sorrows. I mean, come on, really? Drowning their sorrows. That's the first thing that came about. And, you know, there's the sunken ship. There is the tower. It is cracking. I'm not going to go through all of the cards, but there's the Six of Pentacles. This is a new take on the Six of Pentacles for me. No, I haven't looked at the book of what it meant, but this is definitely childhood-like energy. This is children out playing. This is like dealing with children, whether a lot of time I'm feeling like maybe your own children, or, you know, for some, this is childhood memories. Okay, yeah, it's similar to the Rider-Waite and feeling nostalgic, but this is like more positive to me. Capturing that childhood, capturing those memories of playing out in nature, playing out in the woods, getting dirty. You know, that's, and the Eight of Wands. You know, somebody's flying high, somebody's flying fast. This is like, you see that lava, it's the volcano that is exploding with energy. And those wands are flying out of that volcano at immense speed. And you see the mermaid there that's trying to catch one of the wands. You know, it's like the image that I get from it is catching the wand, like catching the wind, but catching the surf, catching the wave, catching that wand and flying with it. Five of Wands, this is fierce competition. It's like these guys are all in competition. It's like a fire-throwing competition is what came to my mind. Flowing their energy. You know, throwing that energy out there. Who could throw it the hardest? Who could throw it the furthest? That's what I got from that card. And the Seven of Wands, somebody being backed up into a corner and coming out fighting. It's like, you know, it's somebody who, exactly what I said, being backed into a corner. Feeling vulnerable while you're backed into that corner. You know, I'm getting messages for people with every single card I throw out here. So I can't wait to read with this deck. The Four of Swords is putting something to rest. It's the end. You know, I'm seeing her encapsulated in that ice. It's preservation. Preserving oneself through rest. You know, putting a situation on ice, folks. There you go. And this card just fell out of the deck when I was reading. That is the Page of Wands. You know, this is like saying here, you know, you have to put fire and ice. Oh my God. Okay. Thank you, Tudor Rose. You know, this deck, I am loving the energy. It is just speaking and speaking and talking and talking and talking. And this video is going to be freaking long because of it. Because the energies, they want to talk. There's like, this deck wants to get messages out. It's like, use me now. For, you know, but the fire and ice, putting something on ice for a while. And then comes the thaw. Then comes the inspiration. Then comes starting out anew. Thawing, icing things over and then thawing out and starting fresh, starting new. It sort of reminds me of the spring, winter and spring, you know, in the springtime when the thaw occurs and all the fresh new leaves come on the trees and new grass and flowers come up. This is the energy that I'm feeling from these two cards. Whoever needs to hear that is, you know, put something on ice and start anew. Okay. I think you guys are getting the gist of this oh, Ace of Pentacles. I love that. A treasure chest awaits. You know, I am just like, there's my 10 of Pentacles, folks. I said it in, it was I think it was the water signs reading. How appropriate. 10 of Pentacles. It wasn't out on the table, but I mentioned it because there was 10 of Pentacles feel. You know, there it is. And I'm about my 10 of Pentacles right now. Building my foundations and my stability. You know, no longer in suspension. You know, this is, I'm loving this already. Okay, if you hang tight with me, I should have planned this. Okay, I am going to do a deck interview. Just hang in there for a minute. I've got my deck interview spread out here. I had to find it. So I haven't used it in a while. I think I interviewed a couple decks over the years with it. But I really wanted to interview this deck. You know, just the energy about this is so powerful. And I had my eye on this on Amazon for a while and never bought it. I'm glad I didn't. You know, because I got to meet a wonderful person. A wonderful soul. Through me buying this deck from her. Okay, let's get the show on the road. I want to know, the first question I have for the deck is, what are you here to teach me? What are you here to teach me? Three of Pentacles. About working with spirit, about working with others. Working with the energies of this deck to bring forth the messages that is meant to come forth. Teaching me to work with, you know what, there's the Fae in this deck also. There's Fae. You know, working with the Fae, working with the other spirits. Okay, so it is here to teach me about working with my guides and working with spirits with this deck. Another card wants to come out too, Fool. And being willing to step out of my comfort zone. Being willing to take that risk and take that chance. There is my bag of knowledge, my bag of tools. Grabbing that, taking that with me on this journey. That I am on a new journey with this deck. Wow. Okay, how would you describe yourself? Asking the deck, how would it describe itself? This card wants to come out. Justice. Very fair, very balanced in its energy. You know, it is about not passing judgment. It will not pass judgment. This is a Justice card. This is one of my cards in the deck, by the way. It is the card of Libra. I'm a Libra rising, Libra moon. Okay? And when you calculate my birth date, okay, my soul card is the Justice card, which also reduces down to the High Priestess. So I have 2 major arcana cards as my soul cards. And this is speaking volumes. This is saying that it describes itself as being an energy of fairness and balance. Wow. Okay. Describe me as a reader. Reading with you. Describe me as a reader reading with you. Six of Pentacles, very giving, very nurturing. Oh, at first I thought this was a Six of Cups. This is a Six of Pentacles. It's kind of funny. I drew this card earlier with the Lover's card. You know, again, choices and decisions. Balance. Divine masculine, divine feminine. You know, loving what I do. This is about my soul journey and my connection. This is like a spiritual connection with this deck. This deck sees me as being very giving of my energy. And very reflective. That I have a deep soul connection here. Wow. That's good. What are your strengths? What are your strengths? What are your strengths? Wheel of Fortune. Its strength is destiny. Its strength is it is divine timing. It is very divinely guided and connected. Its strength brings divine guidance. In line with divine guidance, divine timing and the universe. Universal energy. Okay, what is your weakness? Now here's a good honest question for you. For this deck, what do you feel is your weakness? Oh, it doesn't want to answer that one. That's what I get. 9 of Pentacles as a weakness. Loneliness and independence. It does not do well by itself. Okay? That is a weakness. So it needs the energy and spirits of this deck need communion. They need a partnership, which kind of makes sense with the Lover's card. now it's really talking to me because I pulled this back out off that pile. Seeing me as a twin flame with the energies of this deck, connected to this deck, because it does not do well on its alone. It needs that inner workings. It needs that energy. It needs that connectivity. Okay? How can we work together? How can we work together? Queen of Wands. Wow. Through spirit, through confidence, with, very strong flowing, fiery energy, creativity at its finest. I'm being told, I'm being shown, creating a storyline, being very creative, being very outspoken, okay? Being confident, ambitious. This deck has a lot of aspirations, a lot of ambition of storytelling. And that's what I feel, that we are going to work together telling a story. Ooh, wow. And see, on a personal level, this card's speaking to me even further, because I have been contemplating using the tarot to write a fictional story, a fictional novel, per se, a book. And that just brought back, that just was brought back to my mind. Remember, and I heard the words, remember that book you were talking about writing? Wow. Okay. And the outcome of us working together. The outcome of us working together. I know you're full of energy. Come on. There's my card. Ace of Swords. This is the sword of victory, the sword of truth, bringing the truth to the world. Wow. Victory in bringing the truth to the world. Okay, so this is very enlightening interview with this deck. This is probably, no, I take that back, not probably. This is going to be one of my go-to decks. Yes, I have a slew of other decks I have to use also, but this is going to be one of my go-to decks, especially for personal readings for myself. And sometimes when I get on Bitone or something, you will see this in some YouTube videos, probably a lot of them, but this is going to be one of my go-tos. I have a couple go-tos that I use quite often, but this is going to be one of my main go-tos. Okay, I know I've taken up a lot of your time, but it's like you can't rush spirit, right? When an energy, when guides and spirits want to talk, you gotta listen and not rush them and let them speak. I love this card. I really do. Okay, that's what I have for you. I do thank you for watching, and I see you in the next video.